Excited to do a day in the life? Good morning, guys. So both Dan and I are on the way to the gym right now. It's currently 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna start out by doing a little bit of cardio and then try and do some leg exercises. Dan, what are you gonna do?
Don't know yet. Gonna make it up when I get there.
Yeah. We have a pretty big day planned for us. We're gonna be working on the van later today. So we don't want to stress ourselves out too much. But yeah, I'm just excited to take you along.
What do you think of the workout?
Wasn't feeling it.
No? I got a few exercises in.
I only did like, not even like 2.5 circuits. Normally I do 5. It's not feeling it.
Plans today for the van.
Mounting the solar and installing the Maxx air fan.
Okay, well I'm really excited.
Is I never really feel satisfied unless I can really like bite into something. So I've been making these awesome breakfast sandwiches lately, and I want to show you guys how I do that, and this will be the second half of my breakfast this morning. For these sandwiches, to start off with, I get some bread and toast it. Then I spread some hummus on there and put some avocado on top of that, add some tomato to it. Then I put everything bagel seasoning on that, and I top it off with some fried portobello mushrooms, and it is amazing. Oh baby, poor baby.
Alright, so we just finished breakfast, and now what a perfect day to get started working on the van. We're just getting ready to get solar on top, and then we're gonna cut out the holes for the fan. Is where our fan's gonna go. Super excited.
So the first thing is we gotta get the mounting brackets, which are over here, mounted to the solar panels. So these are the mounting brackets that'll go, this part connects to the solar panel, and then these are the 2 holes where they'll actually connect to the van itself. There are 4 of these per panel.
I just gotta say, I'm a little nervous for putting the solar panels on because there's only 2 of us and I don't wanna drop it.
Sunset gold on the firelit shore, and say
Nice square.
That's it. Some sort of adhesive.
Show me.
Okay, so I just finished up here. So we got the layout here. You can see this is the fan, and this is the part that sticks out of the fan. This is the actual template. That's the hole we'll cut. This is the port where our solar wires will go down into the van through, and then we have our 2 solar panels.
Nothing like a hot oatmeal on a cold day. Blackberries, strawberries, maple syrup, and oatmeal.
That's right. Okay, and we got Supervisor Stump today, curling up in a ball on a pile of leaves, hanging out. And can you see Kona through the window? Not really, you can't see Kona through the window. So now I'm just gonna go and mark where all the holes of the solar panels need to be, as well as the outline of this port. We'll line up the fan from the inside, and then once that's square on the inside, we'll come back up and get the template set up here and trace the outside of that. Okay, so here we are. We got the template traced. I have all this tape around the outside so that when I'm cutting the hole out with the jigsaw, it doesn't scratch the guard, it doesn't scratch the paint of the roof. Then I have all these pieces of tape lined up waiting for me, because when we're cutting this thing out, it's going to be vibrating like crazy, so that I can tape it down and hopefully stop a little bit of that vibration at least. So from here, I'm going to drill a hole in each of the corners that's big enough for me to fit my jigsaw in, and then we'll start cutting it out. Here's the hole.
Whoa! It's so cool up here. Wow. This is awesome.
That's right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
Bye. Okay. We're gonna take the solar panels off and head to Home Depot. I know. This bird pooped on my van.
Hi, girl. Hi, puppy. Hi, girl.
Made it to Ace Hardware. Let's go. Kona would love this thing. Hey Dan, ready for van life? It leaves your bun open.
I know, it's great. M5 bolts go into our M5 rib nuts.
Loctite for the bolts on our solar panels. Let's go. Kona. Oh, puppy.
Okay, so I just got done drilling all the pilot holes that will be where we mount the solar panels. We're gonna go back through now with the bigger drill bit and drill them all out. The reason we're drilling holes for the solar panels is because I'm gonna mount them with riv nuts. So this is a riv nut. So you can see it has a lip up top and then those lines right below it. With the tool that I'll show you in a second, those lines will crumple and form another lip that will be below the sheet metal. So this will sit into the holes that we drilled, and that top lip will sit on top of the van, and those lines will crumple upwards and create another lip which pinches the sheet metal of the roof of the van, and that's what secures it. And then inside here are threads, and that's what we actually screw the bolts into to hold on the solar panels. With all the edges of the holes painted now, we're going to move on to creating the frame for the fan. Hopefully this is a pretty straightforward process.
Woo! And there he goes, folks. Back when I was just a little
So this frame is what sits on top of the roof, and this sits like this through the hole we cut, and then we'll sit down into there. So just have to make sure that it fit into that.
Yeah, and it's pretty perfect. Awesome job, babe. Are starting to get interesting because it's actually starting to rain now, and we still have a giant hole in our van.
On the wood frame.
Yeah. I'm pushing. Alright, so we just finished up for the day. We finally got the fan in, which was just such a huge accomplishment for us. And it's now starting to rain, and we just finished like 9 p.m. So that was a full day of working on the van. Kona's a little upset right now because we've been neglecting her a little bit.
Because we had to kind of scramble with the rain, we put the camera down and then it got dark. So just wanted to talk you guys through what we did for the rest of the night. Starting with the riv nut problem. Basically, I was stripping the threads out of the riv nuts. The motion of that tool is a little weird, and I just wasn't used to it. Basically, it starts kind of difficult, then it goes through an easy range of motion, and it gets difficult again. And I just kind of cranked on it too much and ripped the threads out. But now I know that it's just like once you get through that easy range and hit that resistance again, it's completely set. So the rest of them should go through really easy tomorrow or this week when we get to finish installing the solder. So yeah, that should be good. So yeah, you'll have to stick around for next week's video to see how it actually does turn out and if we run into more problems with that. But anyways, then we... Kona! Kona! So then the fan. The fan actually went in pretty easily. We didn't really run into any major problems with that.
I'd just say we were a little stressed because the rain was coming in.
Yeah, just trying to beat the rain and in the end the dark too. It just made it a little more difficult.
Yeah.
But other than that, really no major problems. Basically, all we did was clean up the roof, put down butyl tape. Oh, I had to put a layer of butyl tape on the inside too, just because there was sound deadener in some spots that our wooden frame was hitting, so then it was like not even on the inside, so I just put a layer of butyl tape along the inside just to level out the wooden frame a little bit. And then I put 2 layers of butyl tape around the outside, then the plastic frame in on the outside, screwed that into the wooden frame that Danielle was holding on the inside. Then after that we used Flex Seal. A lot of people use like lap sealant, but I've seen a couple people use Flex Seal, and it definitely looks way cleaner, and it seems to work really, really well.
Really good at like staying put.
And it sets up really quick. So basically all I did was use some painter's tape and tape around the outside of the plastic frame that was on the roof, just about 1 inch outside of that all the way around, and then just took a paintbrush and painted. We got the liquid Flex Seal and just painted. I did 2 layers. Yeah, and it seemed to set up really good and just like cover everything, get in all the holes really, really well. Okay. So then from there I installed the main body of the fan, and there's just 4 screws that attach the body of the fan to the plastic frame. And after that, the Flex Seal was set up good enough that I took off the painter's tape. You don't want to leave that on there until the Flex Seal is completely set, because it's like, it basically forms just a rubber sheet. And then if you leave it in there, that painter's tape will be part of the rubber sheet. So we took that up, held its shape really good. It looks really good as far as what I could tell.
From what I can see through the window.
So yeah, really happy with that. All right, that's it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us for a day in the life. It's very much what it's like.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
to
good.
build a van.
Things go wrong, you don't get as far as you hope, and you gotta scramble in the end. I think it was a pretty accurate day in the life of a van build. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that button, hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you all next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.